Imagine a V12 supercar screaming to 9,500 RPM, but also aided by electric motors. A car so extreme, so uncompromising, that it defines what a modern hyper Lamborghini should be. This is the Revuelto. Today I'm going deep: body, engineering, aerodynamics, features, safety, interior, and every spec you want to know. Buckle up, this is not just a review, it's a full immersion. Let's set the stage. The Lamborghini Revuelto is the successor to the Aventador, the brand's flagship V12 supercar, but now reimagined as a hybrid. Lamborghini refers to it as an HPV, or high-performance electrified vehicle. Its stated combined output is 1,015 CV, about 1,001 horsepower, making it Lamborghini's most powerful production car to date. Base pricing starts around $608,358, though with options, carbon fiber packages, bespoke colors, and destination fees, total costs can easily creep higher. In the used or resale market, values are still emerging, but expect very high premiums for low-mile, well-optioned examples given the limited production and halo status. Now let's break it all down, from structure to power to what it's like to sit behind the wheel. The foundation of any supercar is how it's built. The Revuelto uses a carbon fiber monocoque that extends even to the front end, what Lamborghini calls the monofuselage, to maximize strength and lightness. Compared to the Aventador, the front frame is lighter by 9 kilograms. Torsional stiffness is improved by over 40,000 Newton meters per degree, and overall structural weight is optimized. Behind the monocoque, the rear structure uses high-strength aluminum alloy. These choices ensure crash protection, rigidity for dynamic handling, and also help keep the mass in check despite the added hybrid hardware. Here's where things get insane. The Revuelto is powered by a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 mid-mounted, preserved as the core of its performance heritage. That V12 produces about 814 horsepower and 535 pound-feet of torque, around 725 Newton meters, on its own, and revs all the way to 9,500 RPM. Peak power is often cited around 9,250 RPM. But that's just a start. The hybrid system includes 3 electric motors, 2 on the front axle and 1 integrated into the 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox in the rear. Together, the system yields 1,001 horsepower and total torque in a range of roughly 807 Newton meters, about 595 pound-feet. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, or 0 to 62 miles per hour, is claimed in 2.5 seconds, and some magazine tests suggest as quick as 2.2 to 2.4 seconds in ideal conditions. Top speed is over 350 kilometers per hour, around 217 miles per hour. The front motors drive the front wheels, so in electric or hybrid modes you get all-wheel drive and torque vectoring. The rear motor assists the V12 via the gearbox, enabling hybrid boost, regenerative braking, and smooth transitions. The battery is fairly small, about 3.8 kilowatt hours, enough for only a few miles of EV driving. This hybrid is not about economy. It's about augmenting performance. In daily city or city mode, the car can operate purely on electric drive for that short range or mix with the engine to soften transitions. The hybrid also unlocks 13 driving mode combinations, slicing up how aggressively the V12 and E motors interact, suspension behavior, traction control, and more. Aerodynamics is hugely important at these speeds. The Revuelto adopts a new aerodynamic philosophy built around efficiency, synergy, component integration, and brake cooling via aero. Key strategies include active aerodynamic surfaces, ducts, and vents to optimize downforce without excessive drag, brake cooling assisted by directed airflow through ducting, and the body's sharply sculpted lines, creases, and silhouette all channeling airflow efficiently. Under the control systems, the Lamborghini Integrated Vehicle Dynamics 2.0 constantly monitors and adjusts torque distribution front versus rear, individual wheel torque, stability control, and integrates with a hybrid system to maintain grip and balance. Testers often praise the handling, sharper and more responsive than the outgoing Aventador, with more composure under load. Even in comfort modes, the chassis remains coherent. Visually, the Revuelto retains Lamborghini's design DNA, while introducing futuristic cues. It carries the single centerline silhouette tradition, sharp cutting lines, and Y-shaped lighting signatures. One bold choice is a fully exposed engine bay, so you can see the V12 at work. Scissor doors remain, adding dramatic entry. Details like the front LED daytime running lights, aggressive front splitter, side intakes, winglets, and rear diffuser all complement the performance intent. Many components, including body panels and wings, are made of carbon fiber or lightweight composite to save weight and maintain strength. Inside, Lamborghini describes a feel like a pilot cockpit. Its driver focus, symmetrical, with clean volumes and hexagonal design elements echoing past Lamborghinis. Displays dominate the interface. A 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster ahead of the driver, an 8.4-inch vertical center touchscreen for infotainment and climate controls, and a 9.1-inch passenger display showing performance data, torque info, and more. Materials include premium leather Alcantara, exposed carbon fiber, and metal trim, many customizable per buyer. Space is improved over the Aventador, with more headroom and legroom despite the V12 behind you. Cargo is minimal, a small frunk area and room behind the seats for something like a golf bag. One usability quibble is that climate controls are purely touchscreen, with no physical buttons, which some testers find distracting. On safety and driver aids, Lamborghini includes standard Supercar passive safety built into the carbon monocoque. For assistance systems, Lamborghini emphasizes driving purity, but features include rear and surround cameras, tire pressure monitoring, stability control, traction control, torque vectoring, and parking sensors or blind spot monitoring, depending on spec. Most of the safety in this car comes from electronics and structure rather than autonomous aids. From behind the wheel, the Revuelto retains Lamborghini's visceral character while adding a layer of refinement from hybrid assist. The torque from the electric motors gives instant punch off the line, while the V12 builds up its howl as revs climb. Transitions between electric and combustion modes are designed to be seamless. In comfort modes, ride smoothness is surprisingly good for such an extreme hypercar. In sport and Corsa modes, the chassis sharpens, steering tightens, and the car responds instantly. Handling feels more balanced and intuitive than its predecessor, with strong feedback and grip. Braking is via carbon ceramic discs with multi-piston calipers, ensuring fade resistance even under heavy use. The Lamborghini Revuelto's vital statistics: a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12, 3 electric motors, combined output of just over 1,000 horsepower, torque around 807 newton meters, an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, 0 to 100 in about 2.5 seconds, top speed above 350 kilometers per hour, a 3.8 kilowatt-hour battery, all-wheel drive, and a carbon monocoque with aluminum rear. Base price around $608,000, with actual costs often higher, and resale likely commanding premiums. $608,358 is the base in the U.S. With destination fees and options, tested cars push past $612,000 and beyond. In other markets, taxes and import duties can inflate prices massively. As for resale, it's too new to establish trends, but given its flagship status, limited production, and performance novelty, early examples will likely command high premiums, especially well-optioned ones. The pros: the emotional appeal of natural V12 with hybrid boost, extreme horsepower and acceleration, advanced aerodynamics, stunning design, custom interiors, strong engineering, and driver engagement. The challenges: very limited EV range, enormous running costs, minimal day-to-day practicality, touchscreen reliance for basic functions, and the sky-high price. Final verdict: the Lamborghini Revuelto is not for the faint of heart. It is a statement. If you want a last stand of a screaming V12, combined with hybrid power, this offers a truly unique driving experience. Ambitious, raw, dramatic, uncompromising, it defines what hypercars of this new era must become.